In this lesson, I want to discuss the origin, insertion, and action of the gastrocnemius muscle. Remember, this is one of the muscles you need to know the origin, insertion, and action for. And the gastrocnemius is one of the primary calf muscles. So we are looking at the posterior leg. So let's get a quick review of some osteology. Here where we find, I'll use orange. Here we find the femur. Now, as a quick reminder, in purple here we have the lateral side. Here's the lateral femoral condyle. And in green here is the medial femoral condyle. We have here as well, and here is the fibula. Here is the tibia. And here is the calcaneus. So with all those nice little bones available, let me erase this and we'll draw in and discuss the origin and insertion after we review the osteology there. Now, let's remember, origins are in blue, insertions are in red. I'm going to draw the origins. The origin of gastrocnemius is on the femoral condyles. So we arise from the condyles of our femur, so femoral condyles, origin. And it inserts itself on the calcaneus bone, on the calcaneus. So here up on the top of the calcaneus, a little area called the calcanean tuberosity, and it inserts via the calcanean tendon. So I'm going to use green to draw this muscle in, and remember it actually has two heads, so I'm going to draw these heads as if it were that way. And it can be a fairly large muscle. I know I'm drawing it a little bit smaller than you may want to, a little bigger than it may be depicted in your textbook. But for effect, we can see this guy here, a very large muscle on the posterior leg. But this is really helpful in trying to get our understanding of this muscle and where it attaches. So I'm going to try to color it in as thoroughly as possible as I can on the iPad here. Now, when we take this muscle, it's one reason we were discussing the attachment of this. We really like to have it colored in so we can see, roughly speaking, how much of the body does this take up. We see it's a huge chunk of the leg. Now, the gastrocnemius, just I want to add here in purple the calcanean tendon, and I'm going to draw purple lines down the bottom since the calcanean tendon is a major part of that. You guys commonly call it the Achilles tendon, but we know it as the calcanean tendon. And the calcanean tendon does attach this muscle to its insertion. So now if we think about this, if we contract this muscle and it pulls its insertion towards its origin, it is going to do plantar flexion. Plantar flexion is when I will pull the heel upwards, pointing the toes downwards. You would use this when you stand on your tippy toes. And this concludes my video on the origin, insertion, and action of the gastrocnemius muscle. Thank you.